It's hard to believe that our last road trip to Sylvan Beach was in the summer of 2005. We're happy to see that some things haven't changed since the late 1800s, when the area was known simply as the beach. Sylvan Beach to this day has remained a premier weekend destination. Before we find out what's new, here's a clip from 2005 with historian Jack Henke.
Sylvan Beach was started in the 1870s. It was started by the Spencer family. The patriarch of the family, James D. Spencer, came from West Monroe, which is in the northwest corner of Oneida Lake, to the hamlet of Fish Creek, across the Barge Canal on the Jug Point Road in the 1840s. He was a farmer, had a tavern, got involved in the sand business. At one time he was involved in the Oneida Lake East Shore Oil Company. He thought there was oil to be drilled for under the sands. Didn't get too much oil. In any case, he also got involved in real estate. In the 1850s, he and his sons, Reuben, Houghton...
The fascinating history of Sylvan Beach and its path to becoming a vacation town can be found in Jack Henke's newly released book, From the Beach to Brewerton. He will present his talk and slideshow tonight.
The leading expert on Oneida Lake and Sylvan Beach is my good friend and neighbor, Jack Henke. You can head out here tonight at 7 o'clock for one of his presentations at the Union Chapel, and then you can just hang around for a little bit and catch the sunset.
Every time we see old pictures of Sylvan Beach, we wish we could travel back in time for a day to experience its golden era. But as much as times have changed, the Sylvan Beach Amusement Park still has an old-fashioned charm and magic, thanks to Pat Goodnow and his team.
Just trying to find my way back home. Just trying to find my way back home.
One of the rides that you can see from the lake, and at night it's all lighted up, is the roller coaster behind me. Take a ride on it, and if your stomach is still in reasonably good shape, then you can step right next to it and try out a brand new ride here called the Rotor, and that's going to be guaranteed to do something to your stomach.
It's called the Rotor. It's a 1980s version of a spinning ride. We purchased it from the Great Escape in Lake George. You enter a barrel, close up the doors, spins you at 32 RPMs, and then when you're least ready, the floor drops out, and we continue to spin you as you are pinned against the wall, and then bring the floor back up and talk about what a great time you had. Well, we always look for rides that fit into the historic Sylvan Beach Amusement Park atmosphere, and this is a classic ride, as I said, goes back as far as the 60s, 50s and 60s actually. And it's one of the rides that people think of quite often, and there aren't many of these available anymore. This was in very nice condition when we found it, and we redid it, and it fits in very nicely here.
For all the years I've been coming to Sylvan Beach, I'd come here to this stand, and all these athletic type guys, they would take these darts and bust those balloons, and I could never do it since the 1940s. Today I am determined to bust one of those balloons and win myself one of those adorable orange dogs. Hey! Thank you. Oh, I won.
3 years ago when we visited, Richard took a ride through the classic Laughland.
If they survived it, I guess I can. So here goes.
3 tickets or 270?
If you come to Sylvan Beach to take this ride, and I suggest that you do it, notice the cars, if you will, because they are called pretzel cars. See the pretzel? That's because it's a pretzel ride. And there are only 2 of these in the entire country, and one of them is right here in Sylvan Beach. And here I go.
To see what we can see, traveling round the Mohawk Valley. Let's see what we can see.